focused on family and the community. News 15 Today starts now.
Good morning and welcome back. You're watching News 15 Today. I'm Alex Forstel.
And I'm Carter Sibino. Thanks for tuning in this morning. Man, it is always a wild time on Tuesdays here on News 15 Today,
You
isn't
never
it?
know what you're going to get on Pet Tuesday. It has been quite the morning.
Yeah.
Adam, what are your thoughts on Pet Tuesday thus far?
I really don't know what to say so far. It's been, as you said, quite the morning there. It's, yeah. I don't know, but it's fun. The animals have been nice, though. They've all been real cheery and
so
cute.
sweet.
And that's always good. Makes you smile. Especially, we need a smile today because it's pretty gray outside. Way too much rain. So let's check in on our radar and show you what's going on right now. Lots of storms up to the north here in Ville Platte. Boy, a big storm going on there with a lot of lightning too. Some light rain down towards Lafayette and New Iberia getting you out the door today. You know, it's not even a temperature forecast today. It's all about the rainfall out there. Look at these storms. They've just been stuck here over Voiles Parish and down to Evangeline and St. Landry, just not moving. So we could see some issues of street flooding here. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw some aerial flood advisories issued, especially for Voiles Parish here, as this storm has not really moved over the past hour. Some lighter rain moving into Point Capee Parish and West Feliciana Parish. Down towards Opelousas now, the heavier stuff starting to get into your area. Along the coast, some bigger storms too, now into the Atchafalaya Basin and pushing out offshore south of Marsh Island back towards Vermilion Parish. We're seeing some lighter rain as well. And into Lafayette Parish, we have some light rain going on pretty much all over the city of Lafayette, really showing some wet streets out there. Your day planner, well, it's going to be cloudy, and then we will see partly cloudy skies at times, but for the most part, more rain is in the forecast. We'll show you your future cast, and we're talking about the tropics. Those are heating up too. That's coming up in just a little bit.
Thanks, Adam. St. Martin Hospital in Breaux Bridge is hosting a groundbreaking ceremony this morning at 11 a.m. to celebrate the start of a $11.2 million expansion and renovation project. The 30,000 square foot expansion will double the hospital's size and will be the largest construction project in St. Martin Parish. It adds a new nursing unit with 25 patient rooms, a new MRI suite, and new surgical suite, allowing the hospital to offer surgical services for the first time. It is slated to be completed by spring of 2021. St. Martinville residents getting up to speed on a number of issues. The city hosted a town hall meeting at Adam Carlson Park. Among the topics of discussion, hurricane awareness, as well as adding an additional stoplight on Main Street. Well, if you go to Vermilionville this week and notice teenagers in matching t-shirts taking notes, it's the Folklife Museum's first ever Folk Art Teen Advisory Council. It brings teens with an interest in art together with artisans at Vermilionville. Throughout the coming school year, they will also work individually and collectively on art projects.
So this week we're trying to empower them with as much knowledge about Vermilionville and traditional culture of our region. And then after this, once school starts, we'll be meeting once a week and then one Saturday a month to do some kind of special event with them in the community.
The goal of the project is for the creation of not only the folk art, but for budding artists to help carry on South Louisiana's rich cultural traditions.
The School of Rock All-Stars will be joining School of Rock students from Lafayette and Baton Rouge at Warehouse 535 this evening. The All-Stars group will then be traveling to big cities for performances in the U.S. and Canada. The School of Rock All-Stars tour gives the students a chance to show the world their musical talents.
Our students can really see what happens once you've been in the program for years by watching the All-Stars. And the other thing that School of Rock makes a big deal about is it's not just about performing on stage, but tomorrow night we're going to see the All-Stars in front of the stage and supporting our kids and being role models and mentors. So it's a really cool system that they've cultivated.
The All-Star Band is said to be the pinnacle of achievement for young students in the schools since it's made up of less than 1% of students in the program worldwide. The event begins tonight at 8. Well, yet another child has died inside a hot car. The young victim left inside a van outside a Florida daycare.
This happening just days after one-year-old twins died in New York after being left all day in their family's car. Their father now charged with criminal negligent homicide. NBC's Blaine Alexander has more.
Tonight, it's happened again. Yet another child left inside a hot car. A 2-year-old died after being left inside a van at this daycare in Oakland Park, Florida.
This would be a 2-year-old male, not conscious, not breathing, possibly left in the van all day.
The 24th child to die in a hot car this year. Today's incident comes as a New York father faces charges for the deaths of his 1-year-old twins. 39-year-old Juan Rodriguez sobbed during his first court appearance. He says when he went to work, he forgot his children were in the car. They'd been inside for 8 hours. The medical examiner says the temperature inside was 108 degrees. Today, the twins' mother called it a horrific accident and defended her husband. He is a good person and a great father. I know he will never forgive himself for this mistake. Experts say it can happen to any parent.
Always look in the back seat before they lock up their car and leave a reminder in the back seat, something that you don't get through the day without looking at. Your phone, your wallet, your purse.
Another tragic reminder, look before you lock. Blaine Alexander, NBC News.
Rodriguez faces 2 counts of criminal negligent homicide.
Well, how's your dog's self-esteem? Stick around. After the break, our guests will tell you how to build your dog's confidence. You're watching News 15 Today.
Chris.
It should be on.
Yes. Gotcha. Drop the dogs off.
Welcome back. Well, everybody needs a little help now and then, so that's why we bring you your pet tips. Joining me is Alex Covington from Project Kadn once again, and he has brought Fritz with us.
Yes, Fritz.
Good morning, Alex.
Good morning.
And so today we're talking about how to build your dog's confidence up.
There's several different ways to build your confidence. A lot of dogs out there do not have the correct amount of confidence.
And what do we mean when we say confidence when it comes to dogs?
When it comes to confidence for dogs, one, they easily go up to people, so they're not scared of you. You put something else around them that they're not familiar with, they typically are like, okay, is that an okay object, or is that an okay thing? And us as people have to actually show them that things are okay. And the next thing you know, they have good confidence, they listen better, they have all these good things. So what I did is I just borrowed Alex's blanket. This dog's never seen it.
Right.
So let's see if he'll actually walk on top of it.
Okay.
So one of the best ways to do things is to see, here Fritz, is get them used to different things. So he'll walk right on top of it. But is to get them to see different things and get them on top of things, get them used to things. And he's going to smell it for a while. So we can do simple things like that, even if it's on top of a sofa or on top of a dog cot or even doing little hurdles.
Now, Fritz is it seems like a naturally curious and energetic dog, but
Yes,
they could still, dogs like that could still lack
They can still
confidence.
lack in some confidence. Let's see. Just to be nosy, since you have something else right here too that you've
Sure.
never seen. You see, he kind of, as I carried it, he got scared. So you just kind of go, and if they don't want to go on something or something else, you actually can tug on the leash. In other words, just hold it and give pressure, and you don't pull, and the dog will go on it. But that's one of the best ways to do things is get them on things and build up their confidence, play with them, take them for walks, and introduce them to new objects and
Right.
new different things.
Right now, here's another real-world example. I have this adopted retired greyhound, and I think it's something to do with the spatial recognition. It's hard for him to walk down narrow hallways, and I've had him for over a year now, and still to this day, it takes him it's like a wooden narrow hallway. It freaks him out, and he goes very slowly. So what would you recommend, maybe a tip of building that confidence with him?
I would recommend giving him food while he's going down the hallway.
Okay.
Same thing if I'm teaching a dog basically to heel or any other aspect. I'll try to use the treat without using any force. Come here, and we'll just go heel. And you see they'll go quicker because there's food. They're not paying attention to anything else around them. So if he would have been scared of this, I'm giving him something else and redirecting it a little bit. So if he'd be scared of that and he knows a little bit of obedience, you say sit. And then what does he focus on? He's focused on sitting. He's not focusing on that object around him.
Right.
Just like if you say this has happened before, a dog's been scared of balloons. So what do? You take balloons and you stick them on the wall, and you feed the dog by the balloons.
Oh, okay.
So what happens is that if the dog doesn't eat the first couple of times, it's okay. The dog's going to go eat.
Yeah, he's eventually.
And then while he's eating,
you'll
the
notice
balloons,
the balloons will be less
there.
scary.
It's less scary because he has something else to focus on.
Okay, well,
so that's redirecting
those are all great tips. Thank you very much, Alex, for joining us once again, and we appreciate all the help that you give these dogs and give pet owners who might need a little help from time to time. Okay. All righty, guys. Well, Adam, what do we have coming up next?
Well, Carter, we are tracking a lot of rain and showers and thunderstorms on radar, even starting to see some flash flood warnings in effect for portions of our northern parishes just because of the heavy rain. We'll take you in depth on radar and talk tropics coming up after the break.
From your weather authority, here's Storm Team 15's Adam Olivier.
Well, it is a great day out there. Taking a look here at Ambassador and Robley, look at the traffic moving a little bit slowly and the wet streets and the cloudy skies. That's a pretty common sight all across Acadiana this morning. Some of us dealing with a lot of heavy rain. Let's get you over to radar right now and show you what's going on. We do have some flash flood warnings in effect for Avoyelles Parish now because of those heavier showers and storms. I mentioned that at the bottom of the hour there that we were seeing those rain showers really lasting a very long time, and that's why we're seeing that flash flood warning. A lot of rain has fallen in these areas, causing some issues for places like Marksville. I mean, look at this radar loop. This is the past hour, and it's almost built backwards over towards Marksville. Either it hasn't moved at all or very slowly moved back to the same areas it's already rained on, so that is going to cause a lot of problems. Down towards the south into St. Landry Parish, we're seeing another heavier storm. We'll watch this to see if it tries to build back a little bit and maybe have some flooding issues, but it's that typical afternoon shower activity, but we're seeing it a little bit earlier on today. And a lot of times with these heavier downpours, you're going to get some street flooding just because of the amount of water that they put down onto the roadways. Down along the coast, it's been lighter rain here. A few heavier showers just offshore, moving into St. Mary Parish now, right at the mouth of the Chafalaya. Back towards Vermilion Parish, some lighter showers, and into Lafayette proper, we are seeing a bunch of light to moderate rain moving through. Karen Crow, Breaux Bridge, Parks, and Youngsville all also seeing that light rain right now. Mostly a mist to a drizzle, but enough to wet the roadways and cause some slick travel conditions out there. We have a couple of accidents too on the roadways, so just be mindful and leave yourself a little extra time and space between you and the car ahead of you. Right now, it's a tale of multiple cities. Look at this, Abbeville and New Iberia, you're actually seeing some sunshine out there versus Lafayette and Opelousas, who are seeing rain and thunderstorms right now. So quite a scene, and our Futurecast does show that we're going to continue to see more rain through the morning hours and into the afternoon, building across Acadiana. It could be a stormy afternoon around here. You want to check in with Jamie later on today, or I should say Jason. He'll have more details on that. Jamie's going to have some stuff coming up later on in the hour too with some more stories, but we're going to be tracking some rain on radar throughout the day today. Our satellite in the tropics, so we want to get you updated on this as well. We have two areas we're watching. The first one here is near Puerto Rico, and it's going to be moving towards the north and the west over towards Florida. We're going to be tracking that, but it's not really going to do much. It's got a lot of dry air and land interaction to go with, and so it's going to head out to the Atlantic anyway. The one we're going to be watching for a while is this one south of the Cape Verde Islands. As it moves towards the west, it's going to start encountering more favorable conditions for development, so later on this week and into the weekend, we should start to see something try and form up as it makes its way towards the Windward Islands. 7-day forecast does show more showers and thunderstorms in our forecast, and I think Bruno Mars summed it up in the best way possible. It'll rain every day.
Quoting Bruno Mars. All righty.
You got a question for him?
Do you?
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Go for it.
No, I asked about Lafayette. Remember I said, what do you like most about Lafayette?
Oh, that's right. You did say that.
I think we kind of skipped over last
Oh, right, because of the dogs.
Oh, because of the dogs.
Yeah. Well, did you, let's Pet Tuesday. Did you have any pets? Did you grow up with any animals?
I had a couple of goldfish, I had a couple of hermit crabs, and I had one dog. And ever since then, not much.
Not much. Well, we got a lot of pets on this show.
Yes,
so.
I feel like I own every single one of them.
As do we, trust me,
Yeah.
as do we. So we're always in good company.
That's right.
Well, looking ahead, it's a head-to-head fight to be the best. Hannah's out at the Battle of the Salon. She'll be back with details right after this break. Stay with us, guys.
Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? That's important.
Welcome back, guys. Well, Carter, have you ever been to a fundraiser where there's a battle, but it involves hair salons?
No, because I imagine that's a battle with scissors, and I was always told never run with scissors, so I imagine you're not supposed to battle with scissors.
That's probably true.
But they're professionals, so what do I know?
They're professionals. Hey, and this one is for a good cause. It's for Foster and Friends of Acadiana. And the Cut House is hosting it at the Cajun Dome Convention Center.
That's right.
We find Hannah St. Clair. She's at the Cut House right now. Hannah, what's going on, girl?
Good morning and welcome back. I am still here at the Cut House, but now I'm standing with Tammy. Now, Tammy is a volunteer with Foster Friends. And so I just want to know, how do you feel that Acadiana Foster Friends is actually going to be one of the organizations that will be working with the Battle of the Salons every year to receive this benefit for the fundraiser?
Yeah, it's a huge honor that they've selected us to be able to be the beneficiary from this point on. In the past, the Battle of the Salons winner would host it the next year, and they would choose the nonprofit that they would benefit each year, and so it changed every year.
Okay.
And so this is the first time that they've selected one nonprofit to be able to be the beneficiary long term, and so we're really excited about that. We're going to be able to do a lot of really important things in the community with the foster children.
What type of things will you be able to do?
Our goals for the fundraising event, this is our largest fundraising event we've ever done.
Oh, wow.
And so our goals are to use the funds to be able to help the children that age out of the system, to be able to provide college scholarships, things like that, to be able to get them, once they age out, they become an adult, and they're on their own basically. And so we want to help them and assist them in areas that our parents would have helped us when we, got out of high school.
And what are some of those areas?
Maybe getting a new vehicle, helping them get into an apartment, helping them get a job, a career started, things like that. That's kind of our long-term goals. We don't do any of those things right now. We just kind of do minor things throughout the year with birthdays and Christmas, things like that.
But with a fundraiser like Battle of the Salons, will it allow that?
Yes, hopefully so. We're hoping that this event will raise lots of funds so that we can benefit these children and help them in areas that, like I said, when they don't have a parent necessarily helping them to start off their life, that hopefully we can kind of step in and help them out. So
now, if you had to convince someone sitting on their couch right now and they're just wondering, well, why should I show up to the Battle of Salons outside of course, being able to give back, what would you say they could expect to see?
I think, to be honest, it's a fun girls' night out. It's a huge show. I mean, it's way more elaborate than I've ever experienced. I went last year was the first year I ever attended, and it was way more impressive than you expect. It's not traditional hair. It's a lot, and so it's a fun night out for everyone. So
oh, exciting! Well, you heard it here. Fun night out for everyone, girls, guys, kids. Bring the grandparents too. It'll be happening at Cajun Dome this Saturday at the Convention Center. We're going to toss it back to you guys at the studio, but we have a lot more coming up here. We're at the Cut House, all morning.
Alrighty, thank you so much, Hannah. We'll be back with her in the next hour.
That's right. We will check back in a little bit, but in the meantime, stay with us, guys. We've got more news, weather. It's all coming up after the break.
Welcome back. Well, if you're leaving the door this morning, Adam's going to give you one last check of the weather.
Yeah, and it's all about the rain out there. We got plenty of it on radar right now. The bulk of it is up here in Avoyelles Parish and moving through St. Landry Parish right now. So that's going to be a rough commute. Look at all the lightning and heavy rain with that. Down along the coast, some light showers, and into Lafayette right now, still seeing those light showers pushing through. That's the way it's going to be for the rest of the day today, guys.
Okay, thank you, Adam. We'll check in with you in the next hour. So stick around, guys. We have plenty more coming up after this break.
That's right. Hour 4. It's happening.
It is happening.
Stay with us. Coming up this morning on News 15 Today, the governor called a state of emergency after 3 parish school districts were cyber hacked.
Plus, parents at